Hit the like button, comment and subscribe. Well, there were no interactions on my last video, but I appreciate the views. So ground and pound that like button, submit to the subscription button, and I'll never say any more corny MMA YouTube catchphrases ever again. So many great fights on this card. Another bout on the preliminary that is a tough pick. One that's a very close fight that has significant title implications is Lauren Murphy versus Joanne Calderwood. As I've mentioned before, I place a bet on all fights, and at times more than one. So why would you avoid a shot on the plus 120 dog Murphy, or the reasonable minus 152 chalk on Calderwood? Yes, Murphy is a 36-year-old woman and has no notable wins to speak of in terms of championship caliber fighters. Calderwood is not only younger, but is the more active and polished striker. So I see why people would be avoiding the dog line here. Calderwood averages almost twice the amount of strikes as Lauren Murphy, but how does that translate into success in this match? Because her striking defense as well as her strikes absorbed per minute is similar to Lauren Murphy. Murphy's a game fighter. Yes, the volume of strikes scores a lot, but Calderwood can't finish Murphy. If this stays on the feet, you have to favor Calderwood. Looking at the grappling, which is what really scares everyone, Calderwood only has 58% takedown defense. And is Lauren Murphy going to capitalize on this fault and her wrestling? I get told a lot that I favor older fighters in tactical strategies, but they are significant and provide results. Murphy has to see the ground control and wrestling as her best path to victory. Yes, Murphy's wrestling is mediocre, and once it's on the ground, I don't think Lauren Murphy is going to be able to pull a submission. She's not submission dangerous. I think Calderwood works really hard at her own wrestling as well as counter grappling. So I see this going to be a decision. Both these ladies will be cautious as this is a potential #1 contender spot. Yeah, some people might disagree with that. Fine, let me know in the comments section. It's a tough call as Murphy's super savvy, as I was mentioning, those strategic veterans that plan fights accordingly. She is one of those people. She wins ugly, but she does win. Again, I was on the Murphy side here once I started doing my analysis, but I have to favor the younger, faster, and busier fighter. Yes, takedowns will be significant, but Murphy is not effective doing top damage or even controlling that well. So this will be a fun fight. I think both women will keep this exciting. I'm going to side with Calderwood, as I mentioned, probably by decision. Murphy is out of my round robin dog parlay. I had her in there at one point. I probably would not use Joanne Calderwood as in my favorite parlay either. So Calderwood moneyline and sprinkle her by decision. I will probably also utilize this fight in a not to go the distance prop parlay. Possible, we'll see. Some of the props have been generating at Rivers app, which is really, really cool. So it certainly helps to get better reads on the gambling picks. When I see the lines, that's just me personally. I'd like to hear what you like to do. So leave a comment and hit the like button and subscribe. All right, guys. I probably won't be able to cover the main event. I think a lot of people are already covering those fights, so there isn't much more that I think I could add to that. I stand pretty much like what the public is favoring out there for the most part, including what Vegas has, although there is an interesting line on the Nate Diaz-Leon Edwards fight. Please comment something, participate. Let me know your picks in the chat, and I'll respond to them.